Hello everyone. Today we're going to make three things. One, the logo design for the Plymouth Winery, which is the made-up company, something like this, using an Illustrator. And then, based on that, we're gonna make the second one, the promotional poster in Photoshop. And the last, we're gonna make a promotional intro video. It's a really simple intro video, something like this. Logos fading in and the text revealing like this. Okay, so you can download the source files of videos and the photo images from the link I provided in my description. And then if you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe and set the notification and hit the like button. And let's get started. Okay, so first let's create a logo for the Plymouth Winery. It's the made-up company. The Plymouth is the name of the town I'm living in. Then, so first let's download this file. The Illustrator document has the four color palettes. It's a kind of retro, the color scheme. It's more like a wash it out color. And then I made a link to this file in my description, so please download it. Then let's type the word, the name of the company. First, Plymouth. So this typeface I'm using is the Blender script. You can download it from thefont.com and search the Blender script, which is this one. So I downloaded and installed already. So back to Illustrator. So once you have a text, then go to type menu and create outlines like this. And as you can see that there are a lot of overlapping areas. So we're going to open Pathfinder and unite it as one vector graphic. So there is no overlapping. So on this Pathfinder window is under Windows menu and the Pathfinder. Okay, so we have that. Now I'm gonna give some kind of an angle. So please choose the share tool. If you do not see this, you may see this scale tool. So keep pressing and share tool, the second one. And double click from your toolbox directly. Assign -15-degree angle on vertical axis and OK. So we have an angle. Next, open Appearance. This Appearance window is also located under Windows menu and Appearance. We're going to add new fill. Let me pull this down a little bit. So in your appearance panel, on the bottom, make sure your Plymouth text is selected. Click on the add new fill. And this new fill color is going to be that yellow. So let me choose the eyedropper and sample that color. So we have one yellow. I'm going to add another new fill, the bottom one now. Then this time let me sample this green. We don't see the green because then this green is located under yellow, but it's there. Okay, so it is still selected. Now go to FX, add new effect button, click on it, go to distort and transform, choose it. I'm not going to change the scale. I'm going to move it just a little bit, horizontally and vertically, just 0.1 point. And 0.1 as well. And no angle. And please make sure in these options, you check all these three. And then let me make a 25 copies. See? So what happened was, in yellow field, I have one yellow field Plymouth. And in this green field, I have 25 copies of them. Okay, so it's a kind of a fake 3D. So now select your Plymouth text again. Then this time, we're going to add new stroke. Okay. Then move this to the bottom, underneath under the green fill. Then let me increase the stroke weight up to 7. Okay. Now I will need to sample this blue color for my stroke color. So let me deselect it. Select this blue and open the color palette. That's the field color. And let me copy this number. There's a hex code. Command C. Copy it. Now select your text. Go back to your appearance panel. Select this stroke. And the stroke color is gonna be just to double click your stroke color palette and paste that number. Paste it. So we have that blue now. Then go to still the stroke is selected. Add new effect panel. Go to distort and transform and transform. We're gonna move again this time a little bit more because the stroke weight is pretty heavy. 0.2 and 0.2. Then check all these three boxes, and this time let me make 50 copies. And OK. See? So we have pretty cool 3D looking text title. I'm gonna place it in center like this, and let me open layers panel this time. Layers, and then I'm going to make another new layer for the seal, for the background, and let me move this layer 2 to the bottom. Okay. Right? Then let me make invisible this layer. But before we do that, I'm gonna need to use that this color scheme again. So let me move that, select all 4 color palettes and place it on the bottom. Move it to the bottom layer. And let me hide the top layer now. Okay, so we're on the bottom layer. It has everything. Then this time let me sample this blue, and then choose your rectangle tool and click. I'm going to set the size of 80 point by 200 point. Okay, so we have that. Place it. Then select your rectangle, this blue rectangle, and choose your delete anchor point tool, minus pen tool, and delete one of this, the anchor point on the bottom right corner. So we have triangle. Now choose your direct selection tool. Select this anchor point, click, shift, and drag it until, see that, it snaps on the center. Okay, now choose your add anchor point to a plus pen tool. I'm going to add a new anchor point on top center here. Then hit your top on the up arrow key, move it up like about that much, maybe somewhere here. Okay, then now select your kind of wedge shape blue thing, design graphic elements. Then choose your rotate tool now, place it on the bottom anchor point, hold down the option. You will see the multiple dots, 3 or 4 dots right next to your mouse cursor, and click. I'm going to rotate 20-degree angle. Do not click on OK. Click on copy. So we have a second copy. Still, the second one is selected. Hold down the Command key or Control key on PC and hit the D. So we duplicate more. So we have the multiple copies. Now select all of them like this. Then we're going to unite it as a one shape using the same Pathfinder and unite it. It's a kind of a sail shape, but I want to have a rounded corner. So still this one is selected. Now change your tool to a direct selection tool, the white arrow. Once you choose that, you see that kind of tiny circles on every corner. Just choose one of them, keep pressing your mouse button and drag it. See? So you can have kind of like a wax sail shape. So I have one now. Now next one is I'm gonna draw one white circle. So choose the ellipse tool and then say change your fill color to white and the no stroke color. Then hover your mouse cursor around the center of this seal. Then it will show you where the center point is. So once this mouse cursor is located in the center, hold down the Option, click, and Shift, and drag it. So we have a white circle on the exactly the same center point. So I have one now, like this. Next, let me copy this, edit, copy, and paste in front. Command F. So now I have another white one on the same spot. So paste in front will paste the copied object on the exactly the same spot. Then choose your mouse cursor, select it on that, place on the one anchor point, that corner. Hold down the Option, click, Shift. Let me make it a little bit smaller, like about that size, about that much. Then use your eyedropper tool and sample this pink color like this. Okay, so we're almost there. Now let me go back to layers. Let me make my Plymouth text visible. Select it, place in center, and let me make it. Hold down the Option, click, Shift, and drag it. Make it bigger, like that. That much. I'm gonna move it to the left a little bit. Okay, so it looks okay now. So we're almost there for this logo. So I'm going to add some little more text on it. So now select your red, the circle, copy, Command C, paste in front, Command F, and then just to see the size of that, I'm gonna change the color of this to any color is fine. Let me sample this yellow again. And then Option, click, Shift, make it a little bit smaller, about that size. Still this yellow one is selected. Then choose your Type on the Path tool. Then let me type. That's way too big. Open the characters. I don't know, maybe 36 point for now. We can change it later. I'm gonna choose Copperplate Gothic, bold. I think the 36 is kind of too big. Let me try 24 now. Let me type, what do I say? Winery in Plymouth, New Hampshire. That's where I live. Okay, and then make it a little bit bigger. And also I want to have white text. So let me open swatches, text color, white. So winery in Plymouth, New Hampshire. Now I want to have another text on the bottom. So let me select that color. And also let me try this. Edit, copy, and paste in front again. So we have exactly the same one. See? We have the same one. And then go to Type menu. Then choose Type on the Path. Type on the Path options. Then choose Flip. Check this one. And okay. See? And let me rotate it a little bit. So I have a text. But the problem is this text is kind of above this baseline. So what I'm going to do is let me go to let me open character panel and make sure you choose the show options, so we have more options. Then on this one, it will control the location of your text over or under the your baseline. So let me move down under baseline, and then let me change the text. Family owned since 1984. I don't know why 1984. Then let me control the tracking. So once it is shown like that. Okay, so winery in Plymouth, New Hampshire, family owned since 1984. So it looks good. Okay, then now let me delete that color scheme. I'm gonna save it as first winery promo. I'm gonna save as logo.ai. Also, I'm gonna save as SVG file, scalable vector graphics. Save it. Also, I'm going to save as transparent ping file. So go to File, Export this time, and save for web. Make sure you choose ping 24 so we can keep the really nice and clean transparent background. Save it as logo.png. Save it. So let me check my folder. Then you're gonna see that winery promo. I have logo.ai, I have logo.png, I have logo.svg. So 3 different things. Okay, so logo is done. So the next thing is we're going to make a really simple in-house promotional poster. The size is gonna be 11 by 17. I downloaded this file from the pexels.com, and then also I made a link to this file. You can download it in my description. So once you download it, it's pretty big file. Let me check the image size. It is 41 inches by 55 inches. It's huge one. So choose your crop tool and please choose not the ratio, the second option with height and resolution, and set the size to 11 by 17, 11 inch by 17 inch, and 72 dpi, and just return. Okay, so that's the size. Okay, and then it's okay, but to me it's kind of too bright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add a new adjustment layer on top, brightness and contrast. And in the properties panel, let me make it darker, maybe a little more contrast, or even darker, maybe something like that. Okay, we can adjust it later. If you're not happy with this, you can hide it and you can apply another one. Now, let me open. We save the AI, PNG, and then SVG file. Let me open the SVG ones. And OK. Let me select all of this. Let me copy it. Then back to this 11 by 17 poster and paste it. It's huge because we save it as the SVG file, and then we are much freer from the scaling. So it's a huge one, and then I'm gonna shrink it down so there's no issue. So let me go to edit menu and free transform. You see the handlers, hold down the option, make it smaller, and set the size maybe about this size, and almost the center, maybe even a little bit smaller, maybe like that. Okay, so I'm okay with that, but I want to give some little more kind of fun on it. So select your logo layer. Let me add some layer style, bevel, and emboss. My window is on my second window, second screen. Okay, so inner bevel, it looks okay. I want to change the angle, somewhere like that. Size, maybe about that size. So it's up to you. You can control it. Make it softer a little bit. Okay. So I'm okay. And also I want to add some drop shadow. Drop shadow. Or let me try outer glow. I think outer glow may work better. So outer glow 75% or 100%. 75 works. Okay, and then spread size, I think that's too much, about that size, so you can control it. Okay, so I have a logo. I think it looks okay. Now let me have kind of some quote, the quote I like. I got that quote from the Pinterest. So let me type the word wine is bottled poetry. Okay. And then in my character panel, this is the my favorite font. I'm using that. You can have a different choice, typographic choice. And the color, I'm gonna try white. Okay, so I think it is okay, but let me try something else because this is a wine. So let me double click my text layer, or you can choose that one. Either one's fine. So double click text layer. I'm gonna try maybe some drop shadow so I can have more depth. And then also let me try the pattern or the gradient overlay. Yeah, I like this color. I think that works better. Opacity. Okay. And okay. Make it a little bit smaller. I think it looks okay, but I want to make my background is even a little bit darker. So let me select my brightness and contrast layer. I'm gonna make it even darker. Okay, like this. And then also, since this is a kind of local winery, and I want to give some little more like a more old looking or vintage looking. So what I can do is, let me go to brushlovers.com. And then go to brushes, and then let me type grunge. And there are a lot of brushes you can use. It's a pretty kind of a useful third-party Photoshop source. So you can download one of them. So I download a few of them. So let me choose this. Let me select my background layer. I'm going to add new layer here. Then in this new blank layer, let me choose my brush tool, and then I have a few grunge style the brushes I can use. So that one, or I have a wooden texture as well. Now let me try the grunge. Choose one of them. Okay. and black, and let me try, see, okay, or let me try something else, some other, okay, something like this. It's kind of a really subtle change, but it makes some difference. And then once it is done, then let me make this opacity value very low. Okay. Maybe it's a kind of a too little change, but it is different. See? Okay. So I'm happy with my poster. So we finished the logo and then promotional in-house poster. Okay, now we're done with the logo design and then a promo poster in Photoshop. And the last one, we're gonna make really simple promo video using Adobe Premiere Pro. So first, remember we saved your logo design from Illustrator as the PNG file, transparent pink file. So I open that file in Photoshop like this, and then like with that, I'm going to apply some bevel options, so a bevel and emboss blending options. So it looks good. And let me apply a drop shadow on that angle. Okay. Let me type 125. Okay. So I'm okay with that. So okay, and let me save it as no, not this time, this way. Let me export, save for web. I'm gonna save as pink 24 so I can keep the nice and clean transparent background. Let me save it as logo.png again, but this time logo for Premiere pr.png in the same folder, Winery Promo. Okay, now open Premiere. So once you open your Premiere Pro, open new project. I'm gonna name it as Promo Video. Video in the same folder, same location. That is Winery Promo. Choose it and OK. Okay, and then I'm on the end. This is the editing window, editing the workspace. Then we can import the video files. So I made a link to the video files I'm going to use in this tutorial. So you can download it from the description. So go to File, Import. Import the barrel.mp4, and then also please import the one we just saved, the ping file, logo_pr.png file. So these two. Okay, now let me have my video footage first. Select that and drag and drop to your timeline. So we have that. This is the the HD quality video. 1920 by 1080. Okay, so now let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, then first let me have the logo on top of that, which is this right here. I'm gonna place it, select your segment in your timeline, that's your logo, and double click your logo on your screen and move it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna have my logo through my entire footage videos. So we have that, and then also I want to type something, the same quote. So let me type wine is bottled poetry. Okay, let me go to graphics because I want to change the my typographic choice. So go to graphics and in edit menu options, and let me choose the font, the same font I was using in my poster. That was baby. Where are you? Yep, Bebas New. Nue. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's one of my favorite. And place it in the center. And then also, I want to have a shadow in black. And maybe like that. 100%. Okay, so I think it looks good. Let me go back to editing. Okay, so first I need to have some kind of a plan. So watch this. So I have one here. I have a logo, and I have the text. So I think I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Okay, looks good. Okay, so first, my plan is I want to make my logos kind of fading in first. Then I want to reveal the quote, "Wine is bottled poetry," something like that. So first, let me hide "Wine is bottled poetry." I don't want to see it now. So logo. So let me place this blue tab playhead at the very beginning. And then in your effects control panel on top left corner, you see that opacity stopwatch. Let me click on the stopwatch to insert the very first keyframe. Then decrease your opacity value down to 0, so it's gone. And then let me move it to somewhere like the 3-point mark, maybe 3-second mark, somewhere here. Then insert another keyframe by hitting this diamond. So I have a second keyframe here, and then let me increase it up to 100. So this will happen. It's fading in. It's not too bad. Okay, now let me make my text layer visible. So it's okay, but it'll be even better once my logo is fading and settled in 100% of opacity. Then I want to reveal my text. So what I'm going to do is, let me place my playhead on 3-second mark here. Then select my text layer, place it on the bottom, on the very beginning. You see that kind of red bracket. So I can change the settings. So my logo is fading in and text, but we want to have some kind of effect. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to place my play tab, this blue one, at the very beginning of my text, and select your text. Now, in your text panel here, click on this so we can have a drop down menu, and you're gonna see that kind of masking mode. Let me choose the second one, the rectangle. See? The text is gone. Let me move down this text. It's there. Okay, then let me select that and this one. Hold down the shift key and let me expand this so I can reveal all of my text, and click on that one, hold down the shift so I can select these 2 anchor points, and let me pull. One is bottled poetry. Okay, maybe this time I'm gonna do this. Let me pull this down somewhere here, and that one, this bottom 2. Okay, maybe a little more. Want to have some little more space, top and the bottom. Okay, then in your effects controls panel, you see the inverted box. Check. So it's gone. Still, my play tab is on the same spot. Now click on the mask path stopwatch. So we insert a new, the very first keyframe. Now I'm gonna move it to just 1 second, maybe on the 4-second mark. Then let me insert second keyframe. Then click on this mask. Now we see the path again. Okay. Then my plan is I want to select this top 2 anchor point. Then move it down. Okay. So this will happen. Let me play it. Fading in like that. So you can reveal your text like I did, or from the left to the right, from the right to the left, or from bottom to top, or from top to bottom. Depends on how you reveal. Something like that. So it is not too bad. I like it. That is a really simple video. Then let me save it first. It is saved. And then let me export. Media. Then in order to export as the MP4 file, I'm going to choose a format H.264 and then a preset. Let me scroll down. Let me choose YouTube 1080 pixel Full HD. And the location, click there. Output name, I want to name it as winery underscore promo in the same folder. Save it and export. Okay, so let me check my folder. Here we go, winery promo. So let me play it, fading in and reveal. Okay, so as a kind of a whole set, we created a logo. Okay, also we created a poster. It's in my Photoshop file. We made a poster, and then we made a promo video, really simple promo video using the same logo. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this, and then you may use it for your future project. And thanks for watching, and see you next time.